Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Saxons Shore Let's Play. So we're starting off with a new turn here. In the last episode, we struck out into Gaul with one of our armies to try to get rid of this Pictish settlement here so that we could subjugate them up in Scotland. And we're not too far from that at the moment. It looks like the rebels here have sort of doubled down on this siege. So we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, the Picts had a full stack here and decided to send it north toward Flevum. So it is possible that they might grab that settlement. And unfortunately, I can't quite get here in time. So there is a chance that they're going to take that and effectively avoid what I'm trying to do down here. But I guess regardless, we need to hustle that way. So let's move to here, or as close as we can. That looks to be about as far as we'll get. And so we should be able to hit them on the next turn. But as I said, unless the Langobards decide to grab this, or if the Frankish separatists do, the Picts are gonna, the Picts down here are gonna grab it, and we're gonna have to start all over again. So we'll see if we can beat them. If we can't, you know, that'll be an issue for us. Let's see, construction complete. It looks like we finished converting all of these, so that's good. We can start upgrading them now. And that appears to be just about all we can do here, other than building more food. The disease is really cutting into our public order, but again, I can't do much about that. Although I think it's hurting our growth too. No, it doesn't appear to be. The public order might be, though. I mean, either way, it's going to be a problem. -4. I feel like we could overcome that. That's not that bad. We only need 2 more to keep it at 0. So, like, in theory, this would help. And this would also give me more growth. But I need to save that money for other stuff, just in case. Meanwhile, our religion continues to dominate. And so the religious differences should be eliminated eventually. And we have a population surplus down here. Again, we're holding out for that 7 for this. But disease is also an issue here. Although the public order is still headed up here, despite that. So, yeah, just going to have to wait it out. Let's see. Is there any agents I can recruit? No. You guys are holding down there just in case anybody tries to attack me. And up north, we're waiting for our chance to subjugate these guys. So we'll just kind of have to sit there and keep an eye on things. What do you guys cost? 181, huh? 120. Are you significantly better? Not really. I mean, you're more durable, but that's not saying much. You're also slower. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. That doesn't seem like a valuable upgrade. Alright, what are the Caledonians doing down here? They might be going after the Picts over here or something? I don't know. I mean, you would think they'd head north, but I don't know what they're getting at there. Let's jump into our faction screen here. You look like you're about ready for a promotion. The thing, though, is I don't really benefit from promoting you. I guess I'm going to demote you. That's going to cost us some public order, unfortunately, but can't really be helped. I can't afford to leave him with any sort of influence. We've seen what he gets up to when he has influence. You're almost old enough to marry. I don't think you'll be marrying any of these people, though. We'll see if there's any promising recruits here. Actually, like Froen here is fairly young. And he's a dignitary, so that would be a pretty good person to make a governor. And I could get rid of wine down the road. I mean, he's not terrible. So we'll see. Okay, so diplomacy. Caledonians, we're working desperately toward that trade agreement. It looks like we're actually losing relation with them again, though. So I'm going to have to throw some money their way.
To you. I trust you come with honorable words.
I hate having to give them gifts constantly, but that's the only way we're going to improve things. So, back in the right direction, at least for a turn. Things are improving here. Things are continuing to sour there. Let's see. That's also deteriorating, but that's high enough where I think we'll be fine. Ostrogoths, we're on pretty good terms with them now. I'd like to be able to trade with them, though. But I don't think they have any ports. So we're going to have to just kind of wait on that one until they get something. I mean, they probably have a port. I would imagine that this... Yeah, this has a port. I just don't think we know where it is yet, so we can't trade with them. Staying at war with the Western Romans just because there's so many people at war with them that we actually benefit. They're facilitating relationships for us by being at war with us. Because everybody hates them, so if we hate them too, everybody likes us a little bit more for it. But yeah, not a whole lot to do here other than throw some money at the Caledonians. So that leaves me with 900. Is there anything here that we could recruit from? Or that we need to recruit? I don't think so. This army is going to stay pretty bare bones until I absolutely need them. Although I'm a bit nervous about the Abdanians here. They look like they're getting some ideas. My garrison here is pretty solid, though. I imagine I'll have a tough time overcoming that. So, is there anything else we can do? You're trying to convert these guys. I don't know how successful you'll be, though. But keep trying anyways. And then the Franks are being worked on as well right here. Huh. I'm wondering if I'd be better off just sending one of them home. Like her, just having her set up in the capital and boosting our public order. Or actually, probably be more useful up here. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just going to go ahead and end the turn here, though. There's, again, not a whole lot for us to do, so we'll try to keep things moving until we get to a point where there is. Okay, so some interesting news here. The Langobards have been completely wiped out, which is a bit of a surprise because they had 2 stacks in play just a turn ago, but apparently they're gone. So away they go. Let's see. Sinrid has had a son. That's great. We could really use that. More disease, and Wine has secured his office. He's an elder now, which is unfortunate because we're going to lose the public order. Up here, we're up to -6 now. But as soon as I have the opportunity, I'll reappoint him as a judge. Looks like the Geats are also trespassing. I'm not sure what their goal is there. Upgrade here. He is loyal. Fantastic. That's what I'd like to see. The king has also gained a chief eunuch. We'll have to see if he's worth putting in our household. And our technology is done. So we just finished this. It looks like we have 3 military and 3 civic options. The 10 and the 11 are probably going to get put off for a long while. Let's see, 5 medium siege engines, siege holdout times, and carpenters. Let me see real quick here. Do I have an artisan? I do, but not the right one there. So this is the place that would benefit from that. And all that would give me is fletching 1 and a little bit more income. So it's not really a pressing concern. If that was going to give me like crossbows or something, I would be a lot more keen on it, but it's not, so not really that concerned. Meanwhile, we have this one that unlocks Nordic Brigade that replaced Nordic Band. It gives us some integrity too, so that's not a bad idea. And that's going to take 5 turns, as will this one. These are both 6. Let's see, Bonecrafter, not gonna really probably ever build any of those, so that's not gonna help us. Plaster Maker, probably not gonna build too many, if any at all, of those either. A little bit of wealth from industrial buildings. I don't have a ton, so that's not, you know, gonna be hugely helpful. This is essentially the same thing, but it's all commerce. So trade depots, trade wharfs, fishing wharfs, and a little bit of commercial wealth bonus. And then what is this? Royal Household. This gives us access to a Hall of Elders as well as mead halls, and gives us some cultural stuff. I think we're pretty far off from being able to build either of those, so I think this makes the most sense. One of these. I like the idea of being able to hold out longer with sieges and stuff, so I'm going to take that, despite not really needing the carpenter, because it's not like I'm desperate for Nordic brigades either. Okay. So, I don't like that everybody's sailing around my little island here. It makes me kind of nervous. Of course it's winter, so that means I'm going to take attrition if I move, which sucks, but it kind of has to be done. So Flevum did not get hit. The Picts have moved south for whatever reason, but they didn't move far enough, so we're going to hit them here. We'll just auto-resolve this real quick, because it's just 2 units. Not really worth waiting all that time to load up a battle. So we lost 43 men, not a big deal at all. And we are going to raise this place to the ground. So that gets torched. You can't move because you just attacked something. Or attacked a settlement anyways. So they'll take a little bit of attrition there, but it can't be helped. However, that removes any other territory that the Picts may have. At least I'm fairly confident about that. Let's actually go into diplomacy and check. Because I don't want to attack their settlement up here and find out that they have others elsewhere. Nope, 1 region. So that means they are ripe for the subjugating. So let's get up here. Don't love the idea of attacking in the winter again, but, you know, we have to kind of take advantage here. Are woodrunners any good? Are they better than you guys? Let's see, 34 morale and 40 speed. Pretty comparable. 105 health versus 78. Same armor. You guys have better melee defense and a far worse charge bonus, and then you have less melee attack. So you guys are just a little bit more durable, but I think these are probably better. Because I'm not using them to hold the line, I'm using them to kind of dart out and then come around and flank. So the charge bonus is nice, the damage is nice. Don't really care if they survive or not. If they don't, I just disband them and hire a new one. So anyways, yeah, let's hit this place. And this is going to be even more straightforward than that last one, so let's just get it over with. And only 191 down there. We'll go ahead and subjugate these guys as well. And now they're our allies. Let's see, Celtic levies. Go ahead and fortify so you don't take more attrition. And there we go, the Picts have been subjugated. So that is 2 out of 3. Now we just need to set our sights on the Abdanians. And that's going to be a much taller order because, again, they have a bunch of territory down in the south here. It looks like 1 in Spain or Hispania and 2 in southern Gaul. So, yeah, they're pretty well established down here, actually. And it's going to be really difficult to conquer them at this point, or subjugate them anyways. It may even be worth just having, like, the Caledonians conquer this or something. Although the Picts may just walk over there and take it, because they are kind of in position to do that. Let's go into diplomacy and see how badly off we are. Oh, they did not like that at all. Ah, crap. Well, let's see. Picts. It's improving. I'm going to ride that out for a little bit and not throw any money their way, but I am going to have to throw some at the Caledonians because things are looking worse. So give them a gift. And that's going to prevent things from getting worse, but it's not going to get us back to where we were. So that sucks. Let's see. Things are deteriorating with the Franks. They don't like the treaties we're making with the Picts and the Caledonians, but that can't be helped. Let's see, Hispania. Well, you know, the Abdanians hate you guys, so I'm okay with trading with you if you're willing. And that opens up some new trade routes for us. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to access anything else, though. Ah, man. They're starting to like us less as well. Real shame. But it can't be helped at the moment. So let's see. Nothing to be built there, or nothing that we can be built anyways. Here we could go for a little bit more food, and in fact it might be worth doing that because we're a bit low. This will affect public order negatively, however. But only by 2. We can survive that, so go ahead and do it. It will hurt, or it will give us some additional squalor, but at this point I don't really care. It can't get much worse than it already is. And let's see, faction stuff. You need to gain some more influence so we can get you back up to judge. You're at 0, I hope you stay that way. 11, 17, he's getting to the point where I may need to give him an office. Nothing doing there. I'm not going to bother getting you married. I should put you in at warlord. Let's see. Integrity. I would love to make him high judge. He has to go into warlord though before he can do that, so let's put him here. And then let's see. You had a son. I think it was this kid. Yeah, 0, 4. She's 13. I think she needs to be at least 16 or 18 to marry, so that's not too far off. And you're pretty ancient here, but whatever. Okay, so that was actually a pretty effective turn for us. We finally, got rid of the Picts down here. We'll see if we can get the Franks or the Alamans to gobble that territory up. And then we were able to subjugate the Picts up here. It did hurt our relationship with the Caledonians a bit, but at least we have one less enemy now and one more ally. We just need to make sure that we can keep them both on our side. And, yeah. Okay, it looks like Hengist managed to get into his office just fine. That's perfect. Looks like the Huns are making peace with people. That's kind of interesting. And let's see. Apparently we discovered a Alaman spy. Well, they're our allies, so I'm not super concerned with that. Let's see. What are you guys up to? Nothing good, I imagine. Anything that we are in desperate need of building? I don't think so. Public order here is looking pretty good. It's not too great here, but it's at -4. So if he is able to get back into that judge slot, it'll actually end up being in the positive again, which is great. It's just a matter of him earning enough influence to do that. But it looks like he's getting about 2 per turn, so it won't take that long. It'll be, 4, 5 more turns. Meanwhile, you had new household items, so do we have a ton of... That might not be worthwhile. Is there anything that's going to give us, like public order, for example? Take that one, and that's not the worst thing in the world, but again, I don't think we have a ton of industrial stuff. I'll leave it for now. And let's see, what do you have? +5 public order, okay. I'm good with that. Alright, I can live with what we have. Let's see, 14, cool. One step closer. Again, we're not going to marry her off. We're going to have her marry one of these characters so that they are brought into our family, and that she remains part of our family, and we can use her as a character for her influence and whatnot. And we'll keep an eye on our 2 sons and see which one is the better character, and that one will become our heir, because they're pretty close in age. So let's see. Let's do diplomacy first, and then any money I have left will go toward fixing that mess down there. Things are still deteriorating here. Are things still improving here? They are, so let's just continue to ride that out. But I'm going to have to throw a gift your way.
Come, let me hear your talk. I warn you, I have no stomach for the meek or nice.
I'm curious, what would it take me to buy a trade agreement with them if everything I have still low? Okay, so just throw them another gift, and we're gonna have to keep working on this, even though I hate doing it. So that will improve things a little bit. You know what? Just throw them both. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Should have done a medium gift. Oh well. It's not going to improve much. Franks, things are improving with you just slightly. Let's see. Could try to get you to war target. Who are you currently at war with? Okay, so the Romans and those separatists. Well, to be honest, I don't care if you lose this or not. So, really, I'd prefer you go after them. I don't think that you will, though. Like, who are you targeting? Because you're not at war with them. Hold on here, hold on here. Franks. Who would they possibly be targeting? I think that's just a generic war target, so let's clear it, because I don't want my puppets going down there and claiming more land for themselves. That would be a nightmare. So, can I get you to join this war? I think I've been trying, and I don't think I've been very successful. Yeah. This is improving. Can we get a non-aggression pact? Oh, no, I gave them money. I didn't mean to do that. I don't think it was very much, but I didn't mean to click right there. Okay, so that's improving at least. It would be pretty cool if we could subjugate a Roman successor state, because then we could steal Roman units or levy Roman units, and that would be fantastic, because we could get some really elite troops that the Saxons otherwise wouldn't have access to. This is deteriorating big time. That's going to be a problem for us. This is deteriorating as well. Man, all of our relationships are just falling apart. Falling apart. Well, let's see. Is there anything up here that we can levy? Or, I mean, there is something. It's just a matter of, is it worth it? No. More wood runners. Huh. Well, that's a shame. I'm thinking what I might do is let's send these guys south, and we'll get them refitted with pikemen. And then I'm going to send this army north, and I'm going to have them kind of add some Celtic levy units to sort of bolster their ranks. So start marching that way. Let's get you hustling down south here. If I force march you, that's not a significant difference, so let's just leave you right there. That works for me. And is there anywhere to spend this money? Not going to bother with that. I want this. You guys are much further away, unfortunately. But yeah, that can't really be helped. And I don't think I can recruit any more agents. No. So I think that's going to do it. Yeah, we already exhausted all of our options there. So let's see if we can't squeeze one more turn in here. Okay, so what do we got here? Good summer. Looks like the Huns are making more peace treaties, and one of our agents has been exposed. I don't really care. We're just trying to convert people to our religion. So let's get that out of the way. You guys were swapping positions. So let's see. I'm going to get you down there. And I'm going to get you on up here. Let's see. Anything there worth levying? I don't think so. Not a huge fan of like javelin troops. At least not those. I think the Nordic ones are better from what we saw. Yeah, I think if I remember right, these guys are a little bit more versatile. So now that you guys finally made it, oh, you're in force march though. I'm gonna disband all 4 of you. Away you go. That's gonna make room for 4 pikemen. I'll probably get rid of these Celtic band as well, unless they are better than whatever the alternative would be. What does this army have? You guys should be marching home as well, and I think I might have forgotten to move you. You have the Axe Warband, which actually is pretty good. So I should maybe consider getting more of those. Let's see. Do whatever you need to do to get back here. I don't really care what route you take. You know, if you want, you can force march. You know, don't bother. Too many potential enemies nearby. Alright, so it looks like the Alamans finally took that settlement and are pushing into Gaul. We'll see who claims this one up. I imagine they'll probably be the Alamans again because the Franks don't have anything nearby. Man, I would love to subjugate the Gauls here. Doesn't really matter which one. If I could get them on like a Varicum or something so that they have the gold mine in their trading me gold, that'd be great. But if we could subjugate one of them and build like a Roman legion with their levies, that would be fantastic. So we'll have to wait for you next turn. Done pretty much all I can do here, and we didn't like what we saw there. So let's jump into this screen, and it looks like you're up to 13. So yeah, it is 2 per turn for him. He's still at 0. He's a general, so he's not going to get any unless we have him fight. You're going to hold at 11 for the same reason, and you're up to 19. Okay. How are you doing? 4. You're a general, though, 2, so you're going to need to win battles if we want to move you along. Senrid, do me a favor and secure Horse's loyalty, because it's getting a little bit low. She is 8 now. Still 0 and 4 there. Okay. And how about our diplomacy? This is continuing to fall. They really want to be at negative 33.
You have the ear of my people.
Let's see.
Do not waste words.
Don't have enough for a medium, so we're just going to have to keep giving them small gifts. Which sucks. Pretty much we're just spinning our wheels here. Let's see. The Picts, are we still at least headed in the right direction? We are, okay. Although it's starting to fall off a little bit, so eventually we're going to have to start throwing money at them too. For now, it's about all we can do. This is still deteriorating. Again, it's the fact that we have these 2 puppets now. I wish the game would take that into consideration. That's kind of like a flaw in the system. Is they don't like... My current allies don't like that I'm making deals with our former enemies, but the thing is, I conquered them and subjugated them, so they're not our enemies any longer. I'm not really making deals with them, I've subjugated them, so they do my bidding. And it's kind of hard to make them do my bidding without dealing with them in some regard, so I wish the game would kind of take the subjugation mechanic into consideration when it's calculating those. Like maybe have the penalty or something, or just get rid of it entirely. It just seems kind of dumb to you know, have my relationship with my allies hurt because I conquered our enemies and have now made them my slaves, basically. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a war against probably the Geats coming up, because they really don't like me at the moment. Or, I mean, they don't hate me, but they're starting to very quickly. And so I can see our relationship with them completely falling apart. The Utes probably won't go along with it unless I'm the aggressor, so at least there's some small comfort in that. But, you know, things are falling off with them too. God, I would love to be able to trade with you guys. Things are deteriorating there, but a trade agreement probably would have resolved it. It looks like they're starting to take over the Italian peninsula, though. I don't think Western Rome has much longer to go here. It looks like actually they're holding pretty strong in Spain, which is interesting. But yeah, as I mentioned, either Gaul or Hispania, if we could subjugate one of them and just levy those Roman troops, we would be in such a great position. Imagine having like Legio in our Saxon armies, or like Cataphractari or Ballistari, or like any really good Roman troops. That'd be great. But in the meantime, we have a little bit of money left to spend. It looks like our growth has been kicked up a little bit here, so that's good. These are all level 2. It looks like I can't afford that one, so let's do it. Because again, anything that'll boost our growth will help us deal with this whole squalor issue a lot faster. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Interesting. What are you guys doing, and where did you come from? They're not hostile, but I don't know where their territory is, or why they're all the way up here. Well, can't be helped. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.